Good morning, guys. This is probably update number 4. I think it is. And I guess you're wondering, Jerry, why are you still talking? Well, it's probably about the only thing I can do is just continue to talk. But it's also very, very interesting. I mean, this whole thing going along, watching what's happening in the development. You want to continue to watch too. I'm telling you, chapter 4, end of the fourth quarter. It's almost like watching. I'm a basketball fan, NBA. Steph Curry, and at the end of the fourth quarter, you see him. I was watching the other night. He did the step back three so smooth. It's just killer. Watching Mark Garrigos is almost like watching Steph Curry. And he will not tell you what he's going to do before he does it, but I'm just sitting back learning from masters. I mean, anytime you're watching a master at work, the thing you want to do is just think to yourself, what are they doing? How, why are they doing it this way? And how, where it's going? And if you really just concentrate, it's something that you can learn from regardless of what your field is. And I see in him this thing I learned years ago. They said the 5P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I added one, proper preparation, and God, I messed that one up. Well, anyway, proper preparation prevents poor performance, and I wasn't prepared on that one. My sixth one slipped. But anyway, one of the things I was thinking about, especially now, is for my brother and any one of you out there to be willing to forgive. You got to be able to forgive your friends, especially if they were able to flip your friend to say something that was not true, maybe an exaggeration or an omission, that, a lot of times they say only a yes or no. Let's say they put your friend in a compromising situation and they don't want to lie on you. Well, they tell you, well, it's just going to be exaggerations or omissions. And a lot of you and me as well would think, well, I would never do that. But really, you have to think of it like this. Anybody is capable of doing anything, especially when it comes to just lying on your friends or family and so forth, because they can put you in such a compromised situation that you would throw anybody under the bus. That's why they use things like waterboarding. I know if someone put me in a situation and they were going to waterboard me or put me in some kind of, I'm giving away my biggest fears, but if they were going to put me in an small enclosed place, I'm very claustrophobic. I'd tell on anybody and I'd probably lie on you just to prevent this thing because I can't handle it, and you couldn't either, water going into your lungs. You'd probably start to lie. Peter did it on the Messiah, so this thing is really more complicated than most people would even think of. So what would you do in a similar situation? You lie too. Just my opinion. But I watched the other day Mark Garrigos do something so smooth. This person was on the stand, and they were lying, and his team was, well, I'm in the back, but there's a person sitting on the other side in the back behind me that this person is looking at. Every time I was thinking they were looking at the prosecutor and maybe following cues from the prosecutor. But Garrigo's partner looks over and sees that the girlfriend is shaking her head, yes and no. And this person is being guided. And it's not someone who's really, I don't think he has a fear of the government, because this guy is a strong person. I know he's a vet and has been in war and so forth. So it's not the fear of that, but the girlfriend. If she say he's going to do a no, and if she does this. So they did this move. At lunchtime, hit her with a subpoena. She's out of there. Now, all of a sudden, it's easy for him to tell the truth. I mean, that was a smart move. Would any, just your cousin's brother-in-law who's an attorney be able to do that? And unless you can afford someone like that, you're in a bad situation. And the government knows that. So they put people in a compromising situation, and these things start to happen. And there's, and like I'm thinking, coal and diamond are both formed from carbon particles or carbon products that are put under pressure for a long period of time. They say coal and gold, I'm not gold, coal and diamonds come from that same process. So right there, he was able, they turned him into coal. He took the same person and turned them into diamonds. I was like, wow, this is, I mean, simply amazing. I'm just sitting back watching somebody at work. So, I want to kind of bring out some things that just passing along some things as well that I've learned over the years is well, in Proverbs I think it's like 3:5 or something like that. It says, "Lean not upon your own understanding." I know, like the Rastas, they say, "Lean not upon your own misunderstanding," which is also good because if you think about it, if you had any understanding, it might be something to lean on. But you and we're most of the time what we think is understanding is misunderstanding. And that leads to this. And I'm passing these along as jewels that I have that may help someone else along the way. But think about this. And I know I've been guilty of it. We always want to go out and get a good attorney after something has already happened. But I found over the years, especially if you're moving forward, because there's so many booby traps out there, you really need to pay for a lawyer, a really good lawyer, specialized lawyer, before you do anything. Because once you're in the hole, like that, what was that? Meineke commercial, pay me now or pay me later. Pay me later is normally going to cost a lot more. So if you need guidance, let's say you're doing some things that are kind of borderline with taxes or so forth, you need to speak to a tax attorney, a CPA, before you do it. Because once you're in trouble, trying to dig you out of that hole is bad. Excuse me. Trying to dig you out of a hole is much more difficult. I'm going to end it right here because I want to keep these videos short. I'll do another one and talk some more about some of the things that I'm learning and sharing. But I want to appreciate you for caring and sharing, and just please continue, because I'm telling you, the end of the fourth quarter is where it's going to shine. And the question is this: why did we get here? How are we here? And that's what's interesting. I guarantee you, it will come out in the end of the fourth quarter. You're going to see, because I know I don't want to compromise this case, but a lot of things, whether I say it or not, are already documented. You can't go back and change these things because it's documents that are there, that are on record, and that's what is going to be exposed, and you're going to see the real truth behind why we're here, and that is, it's very important. I'm still trying to get 6P. There's 6P, proper preparation, and I can't get it. What's the guy? God, it's almost like Rick Perry when he was on stage trying to call out his three things that he wanted to do as president, and forgetting everything. I think it was 3 or 5. Anyway, I'm the same way. Senior moments. That's all it's about. But keep listening. I got some good jewels I want to share with you guys.